and then we just boom, 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 win. Hello and welcome everyone to another video here on my channel. Today we have a Chocobo land list, but not a mono green, it is a Golgari list. And the main reason I just want to try something else. We also tried the Gruul version with World Soul Rage. Can definitely check out that video as well. But this time we have a Golgari list, and the benefit of Golgari are technically two cards. Of course you can run removal as well, but we don't want to do that, so we're gonna run for first. We're going to run the Hollow Siege, a 2 mana enchantment, and when this enters the battlefield, we either choose Sultai or Abzan. If we choose Sultai, whenever a count is put on a creature control, we draw a card. This ability only triggers once. It is nice though, because our fetch land, we can fetch in their turn just to get the extra draw. This helps us to grind a bit more with this type of deck, so Hollow Siege with Sultai if we need to grind. The Abzan side, whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 count on a creature, it gains Menace. So this is if we need to finish it early on, and Menace is still really powerful. So we used both sides in these games, you will see, and both helped us to win the game. So Hollow Siege, a really cool addition to this type of deck. The other card we play in black is the Iridescent Vinelasher. A 1 mana 1/2 with Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to target opponent. And yes, we can offspring it, then we get 2 of them. So the best part about this card is it's the range. We get this extra range if we cannot attack, and it's another way to finish opponent off. And you will see we win, I think, like 2 or 3 games just with the Vinelasher alone, because of course of Traveling Chocobo, the 3 mana 3/2 bird Final Fantasy card. We can look at the top card of our library, and if it's a bird or land, we can play it from there. But the most important part is if a land or bird you control entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, it triggers additional time. So this also counts for our Vinelasher here. So basically you have 2 Vinelasher out, you play a passage, you crack it, 8 damage. 8 damage in the face. Really simple, right? And the rest is quite standard here. I only run 2 Llanowar Elves. I had to make some cuts, but you can maybe run more. But we have an extra 1 drop here. Then we have 4 Sax Chocobo, a 0/1, 1 green. Every time a land enters, it gets +1/+1. Again, here, another way to trigger Siege Sultai side. 4 Snakeskin Whale to give a counter and hexproof. Also a way to protect our most important attackers, which are of course Tifa Lockhardt, a 2 mana 1/2 trample landfall. Whenever a land enters, the attack of Tifa doubles. And the other card is Mossborn Hydra, a 3 mana, and it comes in with a counter, so a 1/1. And here, whenever a land enters, the counters double. So these 2 cards we of course want to protect with our Snakeskin Whale. And we also have another card to protect our cards, which is the Innkeeper's Talent. I wanted to try it out, and I think it's actually quite good. It's a 2 mana enchantment. At the beginning of the combat, we can add a +1/+1 counter on target creature, which of course also works quite well with Siege. So this one also enables our Elves and Vinelasher to draw cards, and also Lockhart. So this is another way to use this card. Of course, the 1 mana there, level 2, I think is really important. It gives our creatures Ward 1 if they have a counter. Really nice if they have like a 2 mana open and want to remove your creatures, so this blocks them quite hard. And the level 3, yeah, if you put a counter, you do too much, double counter, but it doesn't really matter because this one goes off the charts. But the first 2 levels are pretty nice, and it's a good test out, and I will give you my opinion in the end of the video. Then we also have the Ordeal of Nylea. This is basically the card that can just win the game in like turn 4 or 3 if you have Llanowar Elf, right? It depends. Ordeal of Nylea, 2 mana enchantment. Enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put a +1/+1 count on it. Then if there are 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, we sacrifice this aura. Then we search our library for 2 basic lands, put them on the battlefield. So yeah, Order of Nylea on like a Hydra attacking, then get the lands in, double. If you have Chocobo, double, right? Just endless doubling. And I also play a 2 of Bristly Bill here, just another way with a landfall trigger to trigger these things to make the other things stronger. And yeah, you can double the number of counters as well if you ever miss a land and you have maybe like 10/10 here or something like this. This doesn't go too well with the Vinelasher because it's more like on the creature side, so I added 2 here, but still a really good card overall. The mana base, we have to run some black, so we have Blooming Marsh here, we have the swamps. You can definitely change Blooming Marsh actually with the one with the Painland. I think like in this type of deck, I would rather run the Painlands, just like the one that do 1 damage to, not the Painlands. Because you just really want to make sure you're always on curve. But yeah, this is the one I played with. I give my full impression in the end. And then we have 10 lands to fetch another land, just to have more triggers. Maybe 8 is the right spot. I tried with 10. Can be a bit tricky, so maybe it's 8. But again, I give full information in the end. It's fun deck. It's a fun deck, but every time I play this deck, it feels like if I win the coin flip, I usually win. If I lose and I play the same deck or red, I lose. That's why I usually don't tend to play these type of decks, but it can be super explosive. If you're really good at the coin flip, this is a deck for you. It has a lot of cards from Final Fantasy, so don't feel too bad about crafting these cards. They will mostly stick, so that's quite nice. Yeah, give it a try. It's a different way to play this deck. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, enjoy the video, and if you like my decks and anything I do, feel free to support me. It's free to just subscribe here or leave a comment or just say hi on Twitch. Everything is in the description below. Thank you for watching and enjoy these games. We go first. We do have a Chocobo at least. And we have a Siege, which is also quite nice. Hello. Play against red. So against red we maybe have to change. They have a lot of destructive cards. We could play this into this. But they are decent blockers too for the reach. We do want to get this triggered, but we cannot get it triggered yet. I think we go with Absan here, which is usually something I not do, but I think we're gonna raise this now. And then if this card sticks, we have a big creature they have a hard time to deal with. If not, we can still do our things. Because I know they also want to play aggressive, right? So let's see how we can do this. Let's see how we can do this. Usually would like to go Sultai to draw cards if you play against maybe another type of deck. They also have to think that we maybe have a Hydra on hand, so they have to consider that too. If they just attack with 1 damage, I'm quite happy. They maybe have a pump spell and then try to sacrifice it on the Chocobo, which is totally legit. They do not decide to do that. Okay, yeah. This way they get the 3 damage on me as well. It's definitely the best turn. And here we will go with double spell. I think we go with 2 creatures here. It gives us a bit more protection, and then we go Chocobo into Passage and attack. If I play Chocobo and we lose Chocobo just like that, it's a bit weird. This gives us the reach here, that's why you play it. If we would play a Lizard, a Hydra here, it could be dangerous. So now, of course, they can go crazy as well. We have to consider that. We're gonna play the Chocobo and we're gonna play the card here. If we survive this turn, maybe. But let's see. If we survive, we're gonna win next turn, but we have to survive it. Okay, so we have 14 life. How much can they push here? How much can they push? Because we have Ordeal and Passage, so we ping them quite heavy. If they get rid of Chocobo, it's gonna hurt. Yeah. Okay, they get rid of the Chocobo. And we know we draw a land next turn, which is a bit sad. So, we do not have enough damage, I would say. Okay. So we can kind of calculate this, right? We get 4 damage from this. We get 6 damage from this. So they have to block this one. Then we take this in, so we just go in here. But we can do a menace here, so they cannot block it. So it's 3 damage, 6, 2. It's a lethal just by attacking with this one here. So we're gonna put this here, and this as well. And now our Vinelasher is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Boom, boom, boom. Passage. I don't know how you say thanks, but yeah, thanks. And it worked. Bam. Vinelasher for the win. And this is exactly what we want to do. And it's beautiful to have this in the first game. Okay, yeah, I mean, Chocobo Tribal. I am scared, of course, of the lockdown, but if we dodge the lockdown, I'm okay. Let's see. Okay, we lose our Chocobo here, which is a bit sad. So I don't think they have a lockdown there. We have to crack it, of course. Incuba's talent is okay, but is also something that gets hit by the lockdown. Okay, yeah, I mean, we have to do it, but double spot removal against us is quite annoying for sure. There's a pretty expensive card there now too. Boah, we would have definitely have a good turn, but then again, someone is on the draw, someone is not, right? We need to find another land here. I do like Innkeeper usually into Hydra. This is only hexproof though, which is a bit scary. Yep. Yeah. Sacrifice it. I think in general we have to go Hydra since we have 2 Hydras. We cannot ward it yet because of the level 2. But this has to be a removal here. If it's not a removal, it's game. Ooh, okay. Spot removal from the... Okay. Cannot do much about this. Hopefully find a land here. Not the land I wanted though. Not the land I wanted. So we will go Chocobo, which is a bit weaker of course. And this is not a passage too, so the land sequence is kinda weird, but it is okay. So maybe they have a big creature here, we have to somehow try to navigate around. Okay, yeah, sure. So this is a bit of a problem of course. This is definitely a problem. This is also the disadvantage of someone who starts and everything, and you know the deal. We couldn't protect it here. Sadly. So just play Hydra and pass. We still can pump a lot of damage, of course. Still can pump a lot of damage. And we have a Snakeskin Whale here to protect. Let's see. We have Innkeeper, Snakeskin with a lot of shenanigans up here. But they can also just board wipe us. I'm scared. Let's see what's happening. Okay, we're on 17, right? We have to keep... So, the main thing is we have to keep the snakeskin up, right? I do think we can just Innkeeper talent here. They have 2 cards in hand, you also have to consider that. And the copy is heavy. They draw cards as well. We need it naked here. Cannot do much. If they have something, they have something, right? We take 12. Now, let's see. This is a classic situation where I wish I would be on the draw, on the play. And good game, man. If you get them, if you do it, you know. Chelfin. I don't know what to say sometimes. I really don't. Not much I can say, I guess, right? So we just try to Llanowar Elf here and hope that we go overboard. They do have the removal spell here, which is a bit of a problem, and we have the passage now. Also with a mulligan, of course. No, we don't block. Okay, they do not have the removal spell. No matter how we do it here, we do have to play Tifa. Of course, they can have a removal spell for Tifa. They take solid damage here without us doing anything. I'd rather have the Hydra here, so if we draw a land, it's really, really good. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, we take damage, but they don't have a removal spell. It looks like they do not have a removal spell, actually. Oof, okay. Yeah, they complete protecting themselves here, which I get. So I like that 2 here. Having 2 here gives me the... Okay, they found 1 removal spell, so we're gonna get... They got rid of Hydra here, but they're on 16. And they still have to respect Tifa. There's only a way if we would find a land, right? So, and the lifelink is a bit of a problem. And the first strike is a bit of a problem. They need to get rid of Hydra. Not finding land here. Like a good land early was a bit of a problem. As well, they can still not attack though. Okay, it's another land here. The first striker blocks me really hard. Blocks me really, really hard. So we cannot do much here. But if they stay like this, it's okay. They draw a card. They get 8 life, but they take damage here. Bat is really good. Removal is really good. So they bat here, and then try to remove, right? And I think this is just GG. I don't even want to try. I think I should be better at the coin flip. Let's try the coin flip. Maybe we get there, and maybe no mulligan. Okay, so this is our hand, and I don't know what to say again, but let's go. I wish to find a way actually to be able to win the coin flips. I didn't find a way yet, especially on a deck like this. Opponent knows how it's done. I don't, sadly. I will try. I will try and learn, guys. I will learn. No worries. I will get there. I will get there. Okay, this is the absolute Chocobo tribal face-off, I guess. And yeah, we duel. We duel for this. Let's duel. Chocobo. 2 against 3 Chocobos. That's quite funny. Okay. No attack. we are able to draw cards next turn. Okay, so they have a lot, so we cannot block it. This is so stupid. Oh, the coin flip is the most powerful thing in Magic the Gathering. I know they have a snake skin. They have some sort of way to kill my Chocobo here. Otherwise they wouldn't do this. Well, I guess. Okay, let's try it this way. Let's try to go in only with one though, because okay, we can trigger this anyway. So if they would have a land, they have lethal, right? So we have to attack with one only. And we could have done it differently to keep Snakeskin up there, so that's my bad. I have to wait here. But now we have a bigger Chocobo, and we maybe can go in with Menace. And our little Chocobo maybe blocks better. Okay, they have 10 damage. And maybe they have the same thing, and then the coin flip wins the game, I guess. I mean, yeah. Do they have trample? Good game, coin flip. We powered a few coin flip and GG. But a funny game, Are we winners? Did we win the coin flip with the weirdest land again? But what do you want to do? It is what it is. And they already know what we play. Sadly, this happens sometimes, you know. You cannot really choose it, but what do you want to do? What do you want to do when they come for you? Like, I don't know how, but I'm really bad at these things. Like, really bad. I don't want to play Hydra yet. I really should have a counter there. I would like to do the Innkeeper's Talent, okay. I'm okay if he decides to remove this. I would really like to draw a land. It would be really cool. Like this, opponent has the skill I'm missing. Clearly the skill I'm missing. Still think this is the best way to find land. Okay. Still think it's the best way to find land. Usually I don't run board wipes. Okay, that's a... I'm too slow. Missed the trigger there. Oh guys, I'm sorry that I'm playing bad here. Okay. I do want to give us a ward here, for sure. So now our Hydra has wards, but I missed the triggers a bit on the annoying side. If we have another Innkeeper Talent, then we have 2 wards on our creatures. Yeah. looks like a Kaito, but if they're Kaito, it's not good enough, right? So here, we're gonna do this again, and then I have to react here. Well, now they have to react. This has Ward 2. I don't think there's anything actually that... Ward 2 is heavy. Really heavy. Okay, they can get rid of one of them, but they had the Tassa. Still pumping a lot of damage here, of course. Okay, we got there. These talents against Demir are quite good, so yeah, nice. Opponent goes first. So funny. Okay, we try. We have Snakeskin and Siege, so maybe we find the cards. Let's keep. Is this... How are they doing this? The skill. I do not have the skill. I wish I had. I wish I had. This is... Oh, how can they... How do they play this game and I cannot? This is absolutely next level. But we get in a damage. Okay, how much damage can we push? Do they have a fetch land? They don't have a land? Okay. So, how much damage can we push? And 2. We have multiple ways here. We of course make sure both get stronger. Innkeeper talent on Tifa, I think. Siege on Tifa is also good. But I do want to make Tifa have 3 toughness here. Gives me the extra oomph. Let's say it like this. Okay, we'll let this go through. And we want more oomph next turn with the Fable Passage here. And if they miss land here, then maybe. If they have okay, that's fine. So our Tifa will get really high now. Okay, they try to establish a board here. So it's gonna be 8, huh? Can we do this? The Hydra is of course better in this case scenario. We found our own Hydra, but it's not really what we want. We put this on 3. 4. When we're dead to Hydra, not finding a land here is really painful. Okay, what we're gonna do is try to find a land, maybe. Yeah. They have to block with both, and then we maybe can try trade. Because it will be 4-8. But it's not good enough. If we don't have a... It's really weird. We need to survive this turn, but I think we don't. They didn't have a land before though. Maybe cracking is wrong here, but I need to get stronger ASAP. I need to get stronger. Of course, not the one we want in this case. But let's see if we survive. The good old draw situation. I wish they missed the land here. Okay, they do. So they cannot just go in here. We hit a land, but is it good enough? I mean, we can get quite a decent board now. Let's try to get the most decent board and then hopefully find ways to block through this. They don't hit the fetch land. We need to get stronger. Should have done that post-combat, by the way. Would have one more trigger there, and maybe it's actually the thing that makes a difference. We do have a guaranteed draw on a snakeskin though. Okay. They have a land. Now they have a land. So we are still surviving though. 24. Okay, so we need to do this. So 19 damage. So no matter how we do it, is lethal. That's so sad. Even if we had that trigger here, it wouldn't change the difference. But I think the biggest change here would be winning the coin flip. I don't know how to do this, honestly. I try my best every game to win the coin flip, but I cannot. I just cannot. And it's probably red or green. Just one time winning the coin flip. Just one time. That's all I'm asking for. That's literally all I'm asking for. Let's see. Go with the Incuba's talent first. Okay, yeah, they have a Death Toucher. It's a bit annoying, not gonna lie. I'm missing one counter, but I think I really wanna have the ward up. Yeah. Ward is just more powerful here. Helps me to protect my cards better. They have to pay one more, which is good for me. Especially in Demir, where they have a lot of cheap spells. They draw though. Okay, it's a Kaito, but Kaito cannot tap down Bristly, so they would die there, so they know. They can just play Kaito normally. Okay, they get rid of Chocobo, I guess. Since we have two Hydras, and Hydra has protection the moment it comes in from the talent. The classic. And we're going in. I'm gonna keep this trigger up for now. Having the ward is still really nice. And Bristly does damage, so. Yeah. Resolve. They can Kaito here. And when they Kaito, they have to pay 2 mana to tap down my Hydra. So we would trade. Okay, yeah. I mean, we kind of expected this.
I learned something in every... Don't worry, Pom-Pom Chan. I've got
But they have to pay 1 mana to tap down Hydra here. Which is still decent enough. If this would be a passage, we would win the game here, right? Don't.
Take a break, will ya?
Have to play a creature. We gonna use this here. There's no land on top. So first of all, we want to get one here. And we go here. And we go one here. We do have to get rid of this though. We can block their card there. But our ward on our creatures is really, really good. So let's see. If we find a land, we double the tokens. Okay. Yeah. No blocks. Another Kaito. Drawing cards. Okay, okay. Yeah. Sure. The flyer are definitely the most annoying there. Our top is a Hydra. Which is not really helpful. We have a decent block though. We can Lockhart and hope for the best. If we play another talent, we can Lockhart talent, I guess. So they all have Ward 2, no, Ward 1, but I think it's the only way we can do something, and we on 5, so they play a flyer, so we are forced to block, right? And we block in a way that our Lockhart stays alive. Of course they have a million removal spell here, and we didn't find a land anymore, but we just have to survive this turn. But it's a cool game. Okay, they are careful. This one we will block. I mean, we will because we have to. I have to use this one. I definitely want to keep the Chocobo there. So we on 2. We have lands. And I'm willing to... We need to find a land here. So they get our Hydra. Will they also get Lockhart? It's a high chance, you know. Any lands on top? Nope. So we're dead on board here. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. I cannot shuffle the library. I can just say good game, and you deserved it. Let's try. I think before I play Magic from now on, I take a coin until I lose 5 times in a row, and then we play Magic. That's the way to go. That's the way to trick the system. We are first with a bad hand, but it doesn't matter. We are first. I cannot believe it. I'm just already happy. Like, and we found a 2-drop. Like, how can... We should have played this land, but how is this possible? This is unreal. Absolutely unreal. I cannot believe this, really. Okay, that's GG. They tapped out here as well. And this is the power. So this is what this deck can do. I mean, this is just the green side, but if you win the coin flip and then have nothing, you just win, right? You just win. I was too much asked to have back-to-back on the play, but once every 5 games is okay. This is a really good draw. I do want to play Chocobo first. I mean, we can go all in, right? Let's see the colors. Human. We're gonna do it like this. And then we Hydra and keep protection up, and then we try from there. Okay, bounce. Okay, cool deck already. Hydra. And this one, with a backup of course, and then try Chocobo. Try it with Chocobo. That's okay. We have to take the damage, but you know what I mean. No blocks. So now it's basically just calculated, right? We play the Chocobo, then we make 1, 3, 6. It happens 4 times, so that's enough. It is enough. It is enough. It is by far enough, but just to make sure. Completely dead it. Again, didn't find any black side card, but I want to try that. I want to try that. We start. Take it. Take it. We don't have a good way yet to make the counters, but we have soon. Okay, we see what this deck is, so we have to go in now. So can we win next turn is the question. If they win now, they win now, but we do have a blocker though. Do they have it or do they not have it? They don't, so that's it. They usually don't run any removal because they go for reanimation. They have to trigger it. And then we just win the game. Winning the dice with this deck is ridiculous. This is okay for me. We have a land rail favor, it's quite nice. Okay, Tifa. Okay, so I think we double Chocobo here. Let's see. They are on the play, which, yeah, you know what I'm thinking about it. Next turn, maybe Bristol Bill. Because Chocobo has to trigger with Nylea. Okay. Do they have us? 4. 4. They don't have us. And we will block. Okay, 3. Wait, do they have us? 3. They have us. But yeah, what do you want to do? What you want to do when they come for you? 6, 12, 24. We do survive though. Okay, yeah. Maybe double block was bad here due to the fact that they can. It's not a Hydra. I'm just realizing this right now. But who's on the play? Can someone tell me who's on the play? I just want to know it. Just any answers? If they have snakeskin, we have double block. If they have bushwhack, they win. Any... solid 1. A comfortable 1. GG. I start. It's a bit of weird hand. Because I wish we had a second land there, but high start. Cannot believe it. Maybe we have a protected Chocobo. Well, depends how we draw, huh? Yeah, this could be a grindy game. So we go with a Sultai. Could be a grindy game. Okay. So we're gonna draw next turn. Let's draw the card here. We're gonna play 1 here only. And then no attacks. And now comes the beautiful part, right? Whenever a card is put on the creature field, draw a card once each turn. Beautiful once each turn here. Yeah. I think they have a removal. But we have to crack it, so. Here we go. I do want to keep my Chocobo around though. I do want to keep it around. Going for damage. We will go for the range game. Should we go for the range game? Oof, many lines. We draw a card for sure. Maybe Chocobo is better here. Chocobo first. Yeah. It is better. I'm gonna draw the card here. We get a double trigger next turn. So next turn we win with the Vinelasher. Oh, we do a lot of damage for sure. So if we survive this turn, I think we have it. And this seems like we're surviving it. Vinelasher, this is 3 triggers, double triggers, 6, 12 damage just by the Vinelashers alone. We also got the Vinelasher for reach. We found an island here. Okay. So... okay. Could be grindy. Two options. Two options here. Hydra, just for having the max output of damage, which is actually I think what I will do here. If I go Chocobo Land, I can go Chocobo Land Siege. Is okay. If I go Chocobo Land Siege, I do not get the trigger that turn. And I don't need to draw right now. I'm just strong enough. Vinelasher double. Okay. Maybe this Vinelasher double. No. We just go Hydra here. Hydra is dangerous enough. What is this? A cloaked one. Okay, so do we want to draw? How do I want to do this? I think we're going to play this safe. We can get Absan there, get 4 damage in. Maybe I'm greedy. Tifa. Go for one Vinelasher here for the reach. And then we have multiple options. Because I have a feeling that there's something weird gonna happen. They just draw. That's okay. We do need to find land though. We will take it, of course. What is under this card? There's maybe a bounce here. So we found a land. We found a land, but it's an untapped land. We do draw a card though. Now the question is, do we want to play this boy? Or do we want to go Vinelasher? Or do we want even deploying a Tifa here? Choices. I think I'm going to keep Tifa. I'm going to do this like this. Damage here. If they have a bounce, I wanna pressure. Because I'm pretty sure they run bounces over there. We go in with all. Puts them on 9. Okay. Puts them on 9. Interesting. I have no idea what's going on. Drawing cards is good for me. I'm a bit scared. So... if they not attack, I'm happy. They go for defense. What is under this? That's the best card we could have find it. So we play a Bristly. I'm gonna ping so much damage anyways first. I wonder what they have, honestly, like. I'm gonna draw a card as well. Whoa. Heavy. Heavy. These alone win now. I just want to demonstrate this shortly. Let's win by the Lashers. Who needs Hydras? And trigger heaven. Trigger heaven. At this point, it doesn't even matter. If there's a card, I have no clue, but... And then we just boom, 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 boom. Win. GG. Nice game. SRO. So. Okay, who starts? Opponent? I mean, why do I even ask? Why do I even ask? On a red deck. This was... interesting. Opponent is doing its thing. We crack it now. The only way to win is with Hydra. If we survive. If we survive. We have to block the claw, obviously. Double bird. Double bird. Is this the coin flip loose? It maybe is. Looks like a solid coin flip loose again, but... GG. If it would be the other way around, it would play Chocobo, expands, win. This is quite interesting. There's many coin flip losses with this type of deck. Neon light. Okay. Okay. Double mulligan. Someone needs cards. You have Passage, Swamp Tifa. We show them green, it's mostly obvious. Give you extra information, opponent. Isn't that nice of me? Okay, we know what it is now. So... Tifa here. Tifa Chocobo. Okay, maybe they faster, huh? Maybe they are faster. The Galta is the problem. So who has it? Well, that is GG. That, my friend, is... So we... Okay. Dude, I'm scared of removal though, I'm not gonna lie, but it should be GG already. Yeah. On the play, by the way, and they missed land, but they could have won there. You see how powerful their deck is? Even more high rolling than ours, but I think this sums it up. Best of Fun right now feels like a coin flip game if you play these type of decks. And yeah, I still had fun, so yeah. Okay, so my impression is a bit tricky to say. I have to say Vinelasher did what it should do, and these games we won with Vinelasher was absolutely beautiful. You will see in the games, when you win the coin, you win most of the time the game. Other than that, these type of decks are not my favorite, but I tried to make it more something to I like because of the more grindy nature with Siege if we need to. Would I keep Siege in this type of deck? Yeah, absolutely. Talent as well. I would change the Marsh though to the land that deals you 1 damage just to really make sure you never hit it, and maybe go down to 8 fetch lands. But then I would say overall, do you need black in this type of deck? No, you do not. You can run mono green. It may be more consistent as well. But I have to say, I found it quite cool to win with Vinelasher, and we did it not just once, as you see. So yeah, I think it was a cool idea, and it was a lot of fun. And yeah, definitely let me know what you think in the comments. Did you try other colors? We tried Gruul and now Golgari. Do you think there's another version we can try? But yeah, lots of fun, of course, and let me know what you think about it. And I wish you all a good night, good day, wherever you are, and see you guys next time. Bye.